out to everybody.
Thank you.
And there's, I don't know if you want one,
Sure.
but here you go.
Thank you.
Ms. Jane?
Welcome, everybody. I'm Jane Rowley, and I work at the Town of Tradition, and my specialty is, over the years, has been public relations, community relations, and I do a lot of event planning, and I manage the Tradition Town Hall wedding facility.
That's cool.
And I'm Tina Klein. I'm the general manager over at Dyer Chevrolet in Fort Pierce. That means I run the service department, the parts department, the body shop, sales department, and I have the great pleasure to be here with Jane, one of the best communicators you're going to meet.
Well, I have to say something about Tina. Tina is a lady in a man's world. The car business has always been a man's business. And women have a tendency, if they're working with all men, of getting more male about them. Even, they're not changing genders or anything like that, but they work more like a male. Tina, with her brains, has been able to do it with just her intelligence and knowledge and still keep her femininity, working with men for all these years, 20-something years.
Thanks, Jane. Well, we're gonna move right to it. We're gonna do the body language first and then the phone skills, okay? Now, I have a little pie chart here. It talks about the percentages, and the first percentage is 55% is body movement. That's how you communicate. 55% of what you say is what your body's doing. Any movement you can think of, that's it. 38% is gonna be your voice, your tonality, how you pause, what the stress is. 7% is gonna be the words. What words do you say? That's what people are listening to. But your main thing is your body. So we're gonna work on that. And the tone of your voice. You're gonna be surprised when we get through all this.
Facial expressions are also very important. Excuse, I've got a frog in my throat.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. But facial expressions are very, very important. You'll find in the morning that maybe somebody annoyed you, the dog annoyed you, or your husband annoyed you, or your sister or brother annoyed you before you left the house. Leave that behind you when you close the door. As soon as you have to change your mental ability and just think, it's gonna be a good day. Leave with a smile on your face. I'm not talking about a big giddy, smile, but just a pleasant smile, so that when you see people, they're going to say, I'd like to talk to her. And when you say hi to somebody, there's levels of saying that word. There's hi, and there's hi. Now, if somebody who's going hi, you're gonna want to talk to them, or you're gonna know they wanna talk to you. But if you're going down in the hi, it's like, it's an effort, or I just don't feel like talking to them because it's not inviting. So, and eye contact. Eye contact is so important. You hear, I know this sounds funny, but you hear with your eyes. Because there are people that, if you look at them, you hear me very clearly. There are people that might have hearing problems or something like that. My husband has hearing aids, and I have to call him if he's sitting across the room and he's watching TV or not looking at me, and I'll have to say, Gene. So he'll look at me. So between looking at me and eye contact and what I'm saying, he hears everything that way. And that's just normal for most of us. If you look at somebody, you're making contact. They know you're thinking about them, or you're going to be listening to them a little bit closer. And this way, you're gonna hear more and absorb more of what they're saying because you are doing contact. So eye contact is very important, also to make people feel more comfortable that you really are interested in them. So, and facial expressions, watch your eyes. Eyes can be the biggest part of a problem. If somebody is doing something or saying something that you really don't care for or don't like, but you can't do this. Roll your eyes. It's just, that tells everybody and anything that there's a problem and an issue. Control that, unless you really want to let somebody know you're annoyed with them. Then you have permission to do it. Okay?
Well, I'm gonna talk about movement just for a moment. Movement, walking, you think that's important? Walking. Just how do you walk in a room? How fast do you walk? How do you stand? What does your posture look like? How do you sit in a chair? Are your hands crossed in the front? Are they in the back? Are they on your hips? What does all this mean? People do this to you all the time. And you're reading the body language, you just don't realize it. You know exactly what they're saying. It's kind of just a natural thing that we do. But wouldn't it be great if you really understood, like the English language, what they were saying? How much more powerful would you be as a professional to really know what it means, you know, when they're doing all this? That is power. And that's the knowledge that Jane and I were speaking about, you know, to really understand it. Now, I'm going to give you a little trick today, something fun, okay? You ever speak to someone and they get a little close? I call them space invaders. You're like a little close. They're in your sphere here. You're like, oh, I wish they'd back up. But we're all ladies and gentlemen, so, you know, we try to be polite and get through it, right? But our body's going, please get away from me. So what I would recommend you do is the space invaders are usually shoulder to shoulder. They're like this. All you need to do is turn your body, step back, put your hand on your hip. That's it. The person will naturally step back. All the time, every time. Promise. And if they walk, I'm sorry?
Is that in here? Sorry.
No, it's not in here. This is just my move.
I want to write it down somewhere.
And you do that, and if they walk again, you just inch. And it's very, very gentle, and it's polite, and I'm still behaving like a lady or a gentleman when somebody's getting in my space. So that's what I would recommend that you all do to solve that problem.
And space invaders are usually people that want to take control. They're getting up close into your personal space to tell you that they're in control. So a movement like that puts you on a level playing field because nobody's in control at that time. You're both even. So that's a very good move on anybody's part, male or female.
And then we're going to move on to the handshake, right?
Yes, the handshake. When you shake somebody's hand, hi, it's so nice to meet you, and your name is, I'm sorry.
Emma.
Nice to meet you, I'm Jane. That is how you shake your hand, the proper way.
Now, what Jane did when she was shaking the hand, her hand was straight. It was like this. That generally means that the person is confident, they're capable, and they're probably trustworthy. It's straight. They're eyeball to eyeball, they're framed good. But you ever have somebody shake a hand and they turn your hand? Anybody that happened to you? They turn the hand?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody turns your hand like this,
Like
turns your
this.
hand like that, no, the other way, like that.
Right.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
and they're on top, that means you might want to run.
That's
And-
controlling.
And you know what? Because what they're in it for is them. They're only in it for what they're gonna get from you. They're not interested in you. Now, the other way, where they do this person, where they put your hand up, this person might be delightful, very nice, sweet person, but they might not know anything about what they're offering you. They
It's
might,
also insecure.
yeah, they might not be capable. So the shoulder to shoulder, like this, and we have our space, and, you know, a nice smile, like I'm not overbearing, I'm not too close, I'm not trying to take control. All I want to do is find out what's important to you. And you see my body language right now? My body language is saying, I'm open, I'm here, and how can I help you?
What is like too hard and too like soft to shake hands? Like,
Well, when you're shaking somebody's hand, depending on the age and the woman, you want to just get a nice firm handshake, just like that, for a man or a woman. The gentlemen think women should be, a lot of times they do this to
Yeah.
you. A businesswoman just wants a regular handshake, just like this, eyeball to eyeball, and a man is the same way. Sometimes if they shake too hard, the gentleman, again, is trying to gain control, of the situation. They just wanna let you know, I'm in control.
So you just shake them harder back.
I was wondering that, like,
No, you actually don't. No, you let them, they have their, but when you retreat, they've lost the power. So, it's when you engage is when they retain the power. When you retreat, they go, oh, okay, I have somebody that is capable and strong. So they can't shake you, they can't rattle you. Your posture, how you sit, how you cross your legs, everything you do will help you, like, understand the body language. It'll help you move in your careers. So,
like, a lot of time when I meet fathers, like, they try to match or at least a little less with firmness in the handshake, because, like, I don't know how they feel as of yet. Is that like a...
are you dating their daughters?
No, that's the thing. But, like, all of them seem violent when they come. I'm just like,
My dad does.
No, your dad was wonderful.
I think men are, depending on the setting, it depends if it's a friendly handshake, if it's a business handshake. There may be an age difference on how people shake, so, but the main thing is this, and this is what I would concentrate. But we have to get through your 6. Yes.
What those are handshakes that's really soft? What those I mean? Because I have shake many people's hand, and it's like a really, really soft, like handwave.
They're very soft, right?
Yeah.
Because they feel they're a little uncomfortable with handshaking. They're a little uncomfortable with the situation. They're a little uncomfortable where they are. They're not really, whatever's going on, they're not that comfortable with. Yeah. Some people are just more outgoing than others. They're just shy. They'd be more of a shy personality, I think. Yeah. So, we're gonna move on.
Once you get to the pictures here, you'll see this one picture,
Yeah.
the hands on the hips. She's in control. That's telling you I'm in control. This gentleman here, when you do this, now you could be doing this, or you could be doing this, but once you do this, you finish the conversation. This is shutting the conversation off. This is telling people in a nice way, I'm not willing to listen to you anymore. People have used this over the years as a stance. It's turning the conversation, we're finished. This is different, this is a comfortable. So, but this one tells you, that's it, okay, we're done. The fellow on the next page there, he's got his hair cut, he's got his suit on, he's got his smile going. He's all set to do business. He's ready to talk to you. He's all set.
And then the next we have phone skills. We have how to give good phone. And how you do, I'm sorry, what's said on the first page is the phone has been in existence for 136 years. And the way people use it, you think it was invented yesterday. What you want people to know about you when you're speaking on the phone is that you're capable and you're trustworthy. And in order to do that, there's 6 ways that we've printed in this pamphlet here that tells you exactly what to do, and it'll make you masters on the phone, masters on speaking to people, because you don't have your body language, your eye contact, you don't have any of that. All you have is your tonality and your voice. So I would tell you to record yourself, listen to yourself, get rid of the ums, get rid of your nose and the rights, and listen, and all those words. People already stopped listening. Remember, on the phone, it's real time. Real time. You can't format an email and make it perfect and hit send. None of that. So you need to be prepared. You need to have your voice right. You need to have done your research. You need to be on it. You need to be the sharpest ever, because you have none of your other skill sets to depend on. So when you're on the phone, you have to make sure your tone's right. You're speaking right, Mississippi, New York, whatever it is.
1 second.
All that's in time.
And when you leave a voicemail, please speak slow and clearly, your name, your phone number, because this way, if you speak too quick, sometimes people have to go over and keep listening 2 or 3 times just to get the phone number. So just,
Jean, did I give them the calling out the good and bad, did we do that?
No,
Oh,
no.
real quick, here's a little nugget for you to take. When you're doing an outbound call, the answer is yes to the question, no matter what. I call up and I say, hey, good afternoon, it's Tina Klein from Dyer Chevrolet. Is this a bad time? Yes. Hey, good afternoon, this is Tina Klein from Dyer Chevrolet, Fort Pierce. Is this a good time? Yes. The answer is yes to the question, no matter what, guys. I've been in retail forever. The answer is yes, no matter what. And it works in life, family, friends, or, the answer is yes. Is this a good time?
Never use, is this a bad time?
Never.
Because they're gonna say yes to it. So-
And I have a whole bunch of those things, but that's all you get today. So get out. No, just kidding.
No.
Bye, guys.